Hi guys, today I will be doing a tutorial on a skeleton hand. Um, right now I will be using the NYC high definition eyeliner to do most of my outlining. I use this wow, I can't speak. I use this eyeliner because, well, I mean, it's in a pen form. I love things like that, and it's easier to erase. It doesn't stay on too hard, and it was one of the many few items that I had to do this job. So right now I'm just outlining the shape of bones onto my hand, and I'm actually following a reference photo, if you can tell. um, I do that because it helps me ensure that I am drawing the right pattern onto my hand. So I would recommend that, especially if you're beginning to do this. And then I'm just going to continue outlining the rest of my hand. Well, drawing the bones onto the rest of my hand. It's going to take a while. Yep. See, told you, it's very easy to erase that eyeliner. I personally use it more for when I do my special effects makeup instead of using it as an actual eyeliner, because when I used it to create a wing look, like not even 5 minutes after, the wing just completely disappeared and it was kind of depressing. And there I was just feeling my bones, and I can tell that the reference photo that I was using, I was drawing the bones on in the wrong place. So I just had to go back and fix everything. I mean, it's not perfect, but for now it would do. Okay, and apparently I messed up again. Well, practice makes perfect, everyone. That's the best thing about it. This has to be maybe. This is my second time actually attempting to draw this. The first time I did it with a permanent marker, I believe 2 years back. I just only with a permanent marker, that's it. And it wasn't that bad, but I never recreated it. This is the first time I'm doing it, that I'm recording it, so it's pretty cool. The pinky bone was actually kind of hard to draw, considering that this eyeliner does smudge a lot, and if I would have dragged my hand across the drawing that I made previously, it would have smudged everything. Like you can tell on the bottom that it smudged a little. So I'm just gonna continue drawing the rest of the fingers out, just mapping it out correctly. So apparently I'm just gonna continue drawing on the fingers. Yeah, I made this video, I believe, 4 days ago, 3 days ago, from now that I'm editing it, because I didn't really feel like looking for a bunch of apps to try to edit it, because I'm doing this all on my smartphone, actually. And there you go, I was changing the music. Can't work without music, I honestly can't. And there I just completed the pinky. And I actually forgot to do my thumb. I started doing all those smaller bones on the bottom, and then I went back and I did the thumb. I remember that. So I believe the picture that I'm looking at was an x-ray of the hand, if I'm not mistaken. I did try using... No, this one is a surgical kind of... one of those pictures that you see in the doctor's office. That's the picture that I'm looking at now, but eventually I do switch it over to an x-ray, which did help me a lot better than this did. And I actually do a little bit of my arm as well, because it just made it look more interesting. So, I mean, if you are to attempt this, you definitely do not have to do the arm. But I just decided to do it because, well, I just wanted to see how it would look. Okay, I did stop the video. I don't know why. I don't remember why. There, I'm just using black shadow, I guess you can say. I actually do end up switching it and going... See, right there. No. Yeah, there you go. I start switching it, and instead I use that white concealer. Concealer. Flawless concealer stick in the color 6 Cloud 9. It's just white. I started going in with that, but then I realized that it was taking too long, and eventually I do switch over to that concealer brush and the little white container of the white paint in the corner. That made it so much easier than the concealer stick. Wow, I really cannot talk right now. And that's all I do. After switching from the concealer stick to the other paint, I'm just gonna continue painting each and every one of those bone fragments with the white paint. See, the eyeliner started smudging once it got in contact with the white, so it's not really a good thing. See, I went back and I did all the white parts, all the bone parts, my bad. And now I'm going in with the black and I'm creating a sort of shadow inside of the bone. I realized that the eyeshadow brush that I was using was a little too big for what I'm working with, so I ended up switching it over to a fluffy angled brush. And I say fluffy angled brush because it's actually fluffy. It's pretty thick. And now I'm just gonna do shading in each and every one of those bones. I am just taking a little bit of that powder, putting it on the top of the bone, and then on the bottom, and then I'm using that to drag it into the middle to create a sort of shadowing. So I'm making the two ends darker and the middle very light, but I'm not going back in, I'm just using the powder that's already there. And then on the end, I'm making that a little bit darker than the previous ones. And see, as you can tell now that I am using the X-ray reference photo, which again, it really does help for this kinds of stuff. Now I'm just doing the same on the bones on the top of the hand. And I just completed shadowing each and every bone there is. Now I'm just taking that paintbrush and I'm taking my contouring palette. It's a mess, I know. I need to get another one. And I'm taking the darkest shade that there is right there, and I'm applying it first. It's a dark brown, and I'm applying it to every visible spot that my skin shows. And I'm trying to make it as dark as possible because that's the background. We don't want to see my hand. So I just go in carefully into each and every spot with that paint, and I just paint it in. Well, contour color, let's just put it like that, because it is a cream contour. That contour palette is destroyed. My yellow is gone, the green is missing, the purple is like vanishing, and the two lightest colors are like disappearing, and the third one too, because that's almost gone. Okay, see, I exited and I colored everything in. Now I am going back in with a black cream gel color, I guess you can say, and I'm going in back into the spots that aren't dark enough, mostly around the bones, to give them more of like a shading, kind of, I guess you can say. Just trying to get all those creases, you know, any place that can visibly show any skin marks, because I did not want that in my look at all. The way you actually want to do this hand, this look, you can do it any way you want. If you choose to have pink bones and green shadowing, you totally can go for it. I just wanted a more traditional look. But however you want to do this, please feel free to do it. Actually, I would love to see your creations as well. I will actually leave my Instagram in the comments below. If you want, you can follow me, and you can definitely tag me into your looks. You can tag me into the look that, wow, I'm sorry, I can't talk at all. You can tag me into the looks that you make. This look, if you make this look, you can tag me in it. So there we go. I exited, and that is the final look. And that's how it looks. I'm actually going to give you a close-up, so don't worry. I was trying to look all cool with trying to grab something and make it look skeleton-y, but you know, it didn't work. But there you go, here's your close-up. That's how the bone will look, and it's pretty good. I'll show you the reference photo in my hand